Now, what is one of the biggest mistakes that businesses are making and entrepreneurs are making in terms of starting their business that prevents them from actually scaling their business and getting trapped in their business? So why do entrepreneurs get trapped in their businesses? Now, that is the question that I'm going to deal with now. So entrepreneurs get trapped in their business because when they have designed their business model right in the beginning, they didn't consciously think about what will happen when their business needs to employ systems, people and technology, which has a cost, right? And it's often have a variable and a fixed cost to their business. They haven't planned for that. And if they don't put that in place, they cannot scale. So if they have no way in order to pay for those resources, they will get stuck. Now, why are they unable to pay for the resources, even if they've got an influx of customers? And the reason for that is when they started out with their business right in the beginning, they didn't need various resources that they need later on. And that resources is tied to the systems in their business. So they didn't think about what systems they would need in a business in order to scale this business and make it bigger, right? And relieve their own time so that they start managing a business and not producing within their business. And that is critical. You have to plan for your exit in terms of working in the business to working on the business. Not really exit from the business, but exit the in business and transforming yourself to work on the business right from the beginning. That is when you start with this. And you start with this by thinking about your business model in a different way. How do you think about your business model in a different way in order not to get stuck or entrapped in your business, right? And it's a little bit, if you forgot to do that, you will never do it. So it's not that difficult. All you need to do is visualize, what will my business be like when it is bigger? What will my business be like if I have 1,000 customers in one day or in a week? Okay. What will my business be like if I sign up that big client? So the thing that you dream of, your vision, you visualize, what will this be like with what I've got here, and how will I deal with that when that big client comes on board, or when I suddenly have 1,000 clients? Now, there are things that you need to put in place beforehand, and you need to build up to that. And that is why you cannot start a business suddenly big, because you will not know how to put in all these puzzle pieces suddenly. And that is why we are actually protected by the system, by not allowing us to suddenly have a big business, but to grow into a bigger business. But the trick is getting the right business model that you will be able to scale with in order to open up the opportunity for yourself to take on more clients or bigger clients in the future. And that's how you need to do this. So when you look at your business model, visualize, what systems do I need in my business when I have to have more clients, or when I can get more clients, or when I can get that bigger client. So that's what you visualize. So go to your business model and think about that, right? And see, is your business model ready for scaling? Is it ready? Is it ready? Are the systems, did you plan for the systems? And then finally, I want to just tell you, all of those things that you add to your business model will have a cost. Some of them will have monthly costs. Some of them will have once-off costs. Some of them will be having variable costs based on how many clients you've got. So go and look at what are those items and go and cost them and build it into your financial model. This is the future of your business and the future capabilities that you need to build in your business. Then what you do is you go back. You are not there yet. Then you go back into your business and you start working towards achieving that. So once you know what that is, say for example, you calculated that you need $1 million or R1 million or whatever you need in order to implement a certain system that will enable you to get the bigger clients or the more clients or whatever. And it's a once-off cost. Then you know, okay, you need to save up for that. And you will never need funding for that. You might be able to also improve your credibility with the banks over time as well. Then you know, okay, then I can borrow that million rand or dollars or whatever you need. But what you need to understand is that it's better not to borrow, because borrowing adds another level of risk. So if you can save up that money, it's actually better. And if you know already from the beginning that you actually need to pay a 50% deposit to the bank to borrow that kind of money, then you know you need to save up half of that. Okay? There are many tricks, but the main thing I actually shared with you, and that is basically a rolling strategy where you save up the money that you make initially in your business to reinvest into the systems of your business. Once you've got that in place, you just buy the systems and then you go and get more clients. In this whole process of setting up your business and getting the initial clients, you already got confidence of getting that client. Now, then to scale is just getting more of those clients. So it's not really that difficult if you know that it's not difficult for you, right, to get the first few clients. And that is why that's the critical part of testing your business model. But the second part, which is extremely important, is to plan for the systems that you need in your business so that you can scale. Now remember, again, systems are people that you might need to employ to relieve yourself from the business and your tasks you are doing. For example, you might want an accountant, or you need an admin person, whatever you need to plan this so that you can know, okay, if I need to hand over, I need these kind of systems and people in place. You might need technology as well. And systems is processes, procedures. Technology is also systems, but it is can actually work out cheaper than people and faster and more reliable. But technology can never replace all aspects of a business, right? So people are still important. So plan already now ahead of time. What will that look like? What kind of people do you need, and what technology do you need? I would like to recommend that you first look at technology before using people for the technology, in place of the technology, because technology might work out cheaper than having a person, and only have key people there where you think in the long run you will actually need those people, and not that technology will replace them, because that's going to create new problems for you to solve in future. So first look at technology, and then if you can't find technology, then you replace that with people. And before you use technology, you first need to do that manually and see, okay, this is the repetition here, but I'm sure technology can do that. And technology, you can get a programmer or existing systems to do that. First look at existing systems before you program your own technology. You are not a development company unless if you are. Okay. So that is the biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make when they start out a business. They never plan their scaling from the onset. You have to plan it from the onset.